There's a new Bioshock in development, and the Game Awards are tonight. My body is Reggie. The pharmacy is now open.
You are tuned into the video game pharmacy.
Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of VGRx, your weekly dose of video game news, knowledge, and know-how.
So, we needed that. What's happening here?
He's
Swallow it.
Swallow it.
We can't have this on the show.
I thought he was
Or
about
all
to
over
blow,
that chair.
I thought he was about to blow it out. Whoa, that was loud. I thought you were going to blow it out your nose.
Can you not gargle your Monster Energy
I was
drink on the show?
trying really hard not to spit that out.
Yeah,
I
good.
thought that was the funniest thing in the world.
It was pretty funny. What is up, you guys? Welcome
Hey.
to another episode of VGRx, your weekly dose of video game news, knowledge, and know-how. I know I just said that, but I didn't introduce our host, which is Brittin.
Hello, everyone.
And Zachariah.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Pretty good, man.
How is your week?
So far, so good.
Great.
Yeah.
Zach?
It's going okay, man. Been busy.
Great.
What do you want from us?
Well, we'll see you guys next week on...
We just got to do a little house cleaning real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Because we explained on Twitter that the reason why 25 didn't go up, right?
25?
No, 95.
There you go.
25. Dan?
Or just
Dan?
no, it was 96. It was 96.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
So 96 didn't go up because my cat took my flash drive and I cannot find it.
Cats are sneaky.
So we lost episode. So we're basically getting a double posting when you guys hear this.
Well, we didn't
Yeah.
lose it. It's stored online.
Yeah.
It's stored
somewhere.
online, yeah.
It wasn't in our grasp.
Yeah, so
And I was way too lazy to come over and get
96 will come out late, and then 97 will come out on time. as
Yes.
you guys are
You're going to be
hearing
real
this, so.
sick of us this week.
it. Yeah, you're going to get a double dose.
Yep.
A double dose of the pharmacy.
More pharmacy lingo.
Yeah,
Good job.
you like that?
Yep, yep.
You like that? That was an extra pill
keep
popping
the
joke, if you know what I'm
puns
saying.
coming.
You know what I'm saying?
That was good.
Hey, guys,
Uh,
before we get going,
yes.
What's up?
you notice anything different about me this week?
You are getting a little bit balder.
Let me give you a clue. Nothing.
For the audio listeners
I don't
here.
get
You guys-
it.
Wait.
For the
hang on
audio
a sec.
listeners here,
I don't
Brittin is
I don't
flexing
get
his
it.
arms.
Wow,
Are you-
that's pretty pathetic. I'm not going to lie.
Ouch,
Are you
that
working
hurts.
out?
For the first time in my feeble, flabby gamer life, I've been getting some exercise.
Your doughy body life.
Yeah.
Feeble,
Nice.
flabby gamer life.
That's right.
That's our title for this week.
Okay, cool.
Did you start working out?
Yeah.
Why? Lifting your baby doesn't count.
Oh, it doesn't?
No,
No.
it
Dang
does not.
No. Is that,
Guys.
is that what you're trying to get at?
I picked up Ring Fit Adventure.
Oh.
The only way workout could ever happen for me is
Okay.
through video games.
Feeble, flabby gamer life is no more, huh?
Nope, it's over. Those days
Wow.
are behind me.
Yeah.
I am now svelte.
I'm not.
It only took 3 days.
I'm now gonna start going into bodybuilder competitions.
I was thinking about
I
it.
am now swole.
Yeah.
I'm now.
I lock
as
down
the
daily.
kids say, hashtag swole.
What do you
right.
weigh? What do you weigh out as? No.
I mean, it's been 3 days, so I'm not quite
So like
seeing the progress.
So like
yet.
120 pounds muscle.
I feel good though. I mean,
Good.
one of the most immediate changes is you start to feel more energy, just because you're being active in ways that you haven't.
well,
done
that's
before.
boring.
You ride,
Hey Zach,
you ride your bike a lot though, Zach, don't you?
I do,
So
yeah.
you get a good amount of like cardio, physical.
your
activity.
calves are glistening.
Thank you, sir.
But-
I appreciate that.
If you don't get a lot of cardio in your life, which most people don't in their daily routines and daily jobs, if you don't go out of your way to exercise, I think it's a cool way to introduce that.
This is totally besides the point of video
Yeah.
games here,
Okay.
but there'll be times where I'll go like maybe a week and a half without riding, and when I get back on my bike that week later, it's exhilarating.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You feel it instantly.
Yeah, so good for you. I'm glad you're.
I like
you're
sitting
liking it.
down
fun.
at my desk
I
all
know.
day.
When we first saw this thing, we were all pretty skeptical. It looked pretty gimmicky.
Yeah.
And I guess you could call it gimmicky, but they use this simple workout piece of equipment, the ring, to so many different effects, and they do so many different exercises, and it works out every part of your body. And the exercises are really smart. They take you through like each level's like maybe a 5 to 15 minute exercise, and it'll hit tons of different types of exercise, different body parts. The main thing you're doing is jogging, and then the jogging is split up in battles in different things you're doing in the levels with different exercises, and each one targets a different part of your body. It's great.
Now, what does this ring feel like? Is it heavy? Is it like
No,
a
it's
hard
it's
plastic?
super light. It has like a really nice smooth finish on it. It's not like a hard plastic finish. It's like a matte finish almost.
Right.
And then it has some nice pads on the sides where you actually grab it, so it's comfortable to hold on to.
I'll wait
and
until it
squeeze.
inevitably goes for $20.
It'll probably get marked down at some point.
So where did you get this at? And
I just bought it at Best Buy.
Why did you get it?
I actually thought my kids would like it a lot, and they haven't played it much yet. So I've been using
And then
it more
he
than they
realized,
have.
man, this is
But
great for me.
secretly, I thought the cardio would be good for me.
So it's just for dad.
Because I'm on my feet a lot and
Yeah.
for work and
No, you're not.
otherwise.
You're
but I
not.
don't do
I can
much.
tell you right now, you're not. 100%.
I'm on my feet all day at work.
You're on your feet
Technically.
on a forklift.
So-
you're not actually doing real work.
So I'm on my feet all day long, pretty much. But I don't do much that gets the heart rate up. And that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a guy on my age, that's what I need.
Ain't that the truth?
Use it or lose it. So.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll wait
No,
until
I would totally recommend it. It's not as gimmicky.
Oh, I'm
as
not
going to
spend $100 on it, but I will spend $20.
It's $79.99.
That is so expensive.
Ooh.
It's. I mean, a game.
that's
A
a video
game is
game.
$59.99.
Yeah, it's
the
a video
ring is
game.
$20.
Yeah.
It also has a leg strap, and
Yeah.
then the other Wii remote. We always do that.
Wow,
the other
a Wii
Joy-Con
remote?
goes into the leg strap,
Nice.
and you do like you know what you do. You do squats. You do.
Ooh.
Lunges.
You do stuff that works your abs. You
Leg
lay on the ground.
kicks.
Do you
stuff that
do
works your abs.
planks?
You do squeezes a lot, which works anything from your pectorals to your arm muscles. Planks, there's no planking.
Oh, well, then what's the
I'd
point?
fail miserably.
Have
at that
you ever
anyway,
planked
probably.
before?
No.
Get on the ground right now
That's
and
kid
plank.
stuff.
Plank right now.
Plank right now.
Nobody
I
has
know.
said plank in at least 10 years.
I
No,
swear
that's-
to what are you
that's
talking
true.
about? Are you kidding me?
It was like almost a meme for a
planks.
while.
Planks are insanely difficult to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people plank all the time.
They
dude.
do?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we plank.
Shows what I know. I'm out of touch.
You're thinking. I know what you're
I'm
thinking.
doing
You're
this whole
thinking.
exercise
You're
thing.
thinking of the meme planking.
Yeah, where you
No.
We're
get
talking about planking, which is an actual
a difference?
exercise.
You basically
thing.
put your arms like on the ground,
Like you're
Uh-huh.
gonna do a push up.
and then you basically hold your torso up off the ground
Yeah.
for a
And
minute or
it-
however long you can.
Burns.
wild.
It works your
Yeah, I was talking about the meme where people got in outrageous places and positions.
I did it.
and-
I did it back in the day.
What'd you do?
I planked.
What was your coolest plank?
You know, I planked a little bit here, planked a little bit
Planked
there.
a little here.
Just for
Planked on some
Plankton?
some news dispensers, if you will.
News dispensers.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't
Or
either.
the newspaper, like
Those boxes?
yeah, the newspaper boxes.
Those don't exist anymore, do they?
Yeah, they do.
I never see
They're
those.
never filled.
It's like a phone booth.
They're mostly graffitied and have needles in them.
That's right.
Yeah, of course.
They're receptacles.
Yep. Hey,
Hey,
guys.
we had trivia last week.
Yes.
we?
Yeah, we did. I asked, what was the fastest run through for Death Stranding?
Oh, I think
You
I said
did.
like 30-something minutes.
Hour and a half.
5 hours.
Oh, wow.
What?
5 hours.
Double check now. It's been a week. I assure you that's not the number
Well,
anymore.
because I checked when I first got the game, and it was still the top 3 people.
Yeah. Well,
I'll give it
I'm
another
probably
shot
gonna,
here.
I'm gonna probably be speedrunning Hades here soon.
Nice.
I
That'd be
played that
cool.
game for
That'd be really cool.
6 hours straight.
Did you?
Can I give my quick unbiased review of Hades real fast?
What? One sec. Is it done?
It's in early access.
Is it done yet? Or
It feels
I know
done.
it just came to Steam and there's been a bunch of content updates.
It
but is the game
feels done.
okay? But it's not completed yet, right?
It feels done.
I mean, every section of the game they've released is polished and finished and ready to go,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still adding content.
So we
Yeah.
still have 3 people,
Mm-hmm.
and the best time so far is 5 hours and 7 minutes.
That's insane. I wouldn't be motivated to do a speed run that long unless I had people actually watching my stream. Like
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like
I get it.
you would need some kind of something to distract you for how long it's taking.
Are you saying you want us to come hang out with you for
Yeah.
6 hours?
I mean, I
would-
wish you guys
I-
would at least come to my stream, but
would
that's
definitely
fine.
do that.
Sorry, man.
That's fine.
I found it because we have a Snap group with all our friends and stuff like that.
I put it in that too.
I know. That's the only thing I saw it in because I don't really get on Facebook.
That was
anymore.
me, sorry.
Oh, I posted on Facebook too. I also posted on my story on Instagram. So I did post it a lot of places.
All right, my fault. I'm sorry.
No, that
Scott.
was me.
Yeah.
I am very curious about Hades, though.
Yeah.
How much of you played 6 hours of it? Do you feel like you went
Yeah.
through most of the content?
I got to the end, I think,
Uh huh.
but I died.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Isn't it a little roguelike-ish or no?
It is very roguelike.
So it's randomly generated?
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
The cool
That's
thing
pretty
is
darn
is
short to get through all the content in a roguelike.
the
6
cool.
hours.
I can tell you that it's still going on. Like
Okay.
everything was changing. I don't think I've heard the same bit of dialogue between characters a single time.
Interesting.
So
okay.
every single time you die and come back, something's changing in like the main hub. There's different people who are there and different people who are interacting with each other. There is it just like I said, the amount of dialogue that's in that game is so massive.
Yeah.
Because I have not one time heard the same piece of dialogue spoken
It's impressive.
at all.
Supergiant's good at that.
So yeah, it was.
And the
it's-
voice acting's usually really good.
The voice acting's super
The
solid.
music's usually really
Yeah,
good.
the music's good. The voice acting's solid. The game's tough.
Is it?
It really is.
Yeah, it's a kind of a top-down action
Yep.
beat 'em up sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know, it kind of all depends on how how lucky you really get. Like RNG is definitely a factor in the game.
Sure. Like any roguelike.
I have been. There's a bunch of different weapons you can choose from. Like the one you start out with is a sword. You can get a spear, a shield, a bow and arrow, and then I just unlocked a gun.
It sounds a lot like Bastion. Did you play Bastion?
I haven't. No,
Okay, yeah.
I should. I have it. I just haven't played it.
It's a great game.
But I have become very partial to the spear.
Oh, okay.
So good, dude.
Good amount of range.
It's a good amount of range. The amount of damage it does is absolutely insane, and it's fun.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So
I wonder when
I'm
it's
excited
gonna-
to see the more content they add to it because the cool thing is when you start up the game, there's actually in the bottom right hand corner. It literally says this is when the next major update is.
Oh, okay.
They literally have it out and they're like, this is what's going to be on the update.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
the way they released this game was pretty unconventional and
Yeah.
interesting. It appears to have worked. Nobody's like upset that they doled it out in pieces like they did. What do they charge for it right now on Steam?
It was $20.
Okay,
Which
and
is
you're
pretty
getting a
standard.
mostly complete game that will soon be complete.
Yeah.
So,
It never felt like it was in early access.
I mean, people have been playing it. Was it Epic Store or something? People have been playing it for like going on a year now.
About, yeah.
And
I
when
played
it first
at PAX.
launched, it was probably like a fifth of how big it is now.
Yeah, you're probably
so it'd
right.
be a bummer to have played then, but you're jumping in at probably a good point.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I wonder when it'll be finished and out on console.
I don't know.
'Cause that's when it's really going to be out.
Yeah.
That's what I look forward to.
I don't know. I'm always scared of games that go into quote unquote early access because I feel like companies are just like, well, our games are released when it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think Supergiant will do that. They're a
don't
pretty
either.
decent company.
I do hope they don't do this again in the
What?
future.
Like early
This
access stuff?
Dole out a game in stages kind of thing.
I mean, I
Because
don't see a problem
in the
with it.
past, every 2 to 3 years, maybe 2 years, they've just released a full awesome game. And they're all critically well received. The fans seem to really like them. They're consistently high quality. So I would hate to see them adopt this new model full on. It's almost like releasing a book in chapters.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Like Life is Strange?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
That's
like
exactly
these
what it's like.
episodic games. That's
Yep.
true. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah,
Sounds fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. We had a couple big events this week
Yes.
that we could talk about.
Did.
We should talk about.
We're going to have one tonight.
And there's another one tonight.
Do you guys want to come over to my house?
Oh, that's nice. This thing's like 3 hours long, isn't it?
Honestly, I would love to.
Okay.
What time
I'll
is
see
it?
you there. 5:30.
I might.
Are
Are you shocked that I even said I might?
Yeah.
I gotta see what's going on.
Kinda.
I might.
And you guys
Five-
can come over. Well, Zach's already seen my place. You haven't seen my place.
Yeah, no, I
so.
haven't yet.
But that's
You are-
fine.
You are close.
Yeah.
Not far
You're
from me.
literally right next to me.
We're talking about the Game Awards.
Yes,
We
sorry.
didn't say
Yeah.
that.
The Game Awards are on tonight.
Unfortunately, we can't talk about it on the show today because
we don't know.
haven't seen it yet. But
Yeah.
next week we should have a good show, a good start. We'll start there.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have some news that kind of broke a little bit early.
From about the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang
what,
on.
what,
Yeah.
what you got?
Is it the time?
Or
or is it?
it's not that time,
It's
is
not
it?
that time.
Okay,
no.
you let me know when we get there.
So basically, we're getting some Fortnite news at the Game Awards. But as of right now, we have news that there's a Fortnite annual pass coming. So basically, you pay for the annual pass and you get everything throughout the year.
That's not something they've done before.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
You pay per battle pass.
Gotcha.
There's
Oh.
multiple battle passes per year. So if you buy an annual pass, you get all those battle passes.
Okay.
And then you automatically unlock 25% of every battle pass.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. But we don't know if that's what they're going to officially announce today, or if there's going to be something new.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I was going to talk about, and since you brought it up. I feel like Fortnite's really dropped ever since the whole black hole event. Like, ever since Chapter 2 started,
that's the last thing I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, I really don't hear much about Fortnite anymore.
I know it's updated, and because I haven't been playing, I can't really speak on it. But I didn't fall off, but I kind of just stopped because
I think a lot of people did.
It was a new world, and yes, it was exciting, but there was a lack of anything. So all those modes of transportation, all those weapon dynamics, the different like classes and stuff you can build like in a game were gone because they took everything out and kind of just restarted.
Yeah.
So that really killed like the buzz for me. And really is bland. Now I've been told things have changed and they've added some things, but I've yet to go back in and test those out.
Gotcha.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, Ninja left Twitch and I haven't heard about Fortnite since.
Oh, I don't know if that's it.
Maybe this is the best decision ever. I do miss Shroud, though. I'm going to be honest. I miss Shroud a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of a bummer, but whatever. I won't cry over it. I'm not going to go to Mixer anytime soon.
Neither am I. There's no way I'm going to,
Slum it on Mixer?
I don't know. I don't want to say there's no way, but unless Microsoft wants to pay me an exuberant amount of money for no content.
Twitch is still doing fine, it seems.
Yeah,
right?
I don't understand why everyone just like dipped off of Twitch. I mean, to be fair, I'm not partnered. I don't know all the like analytics and all those like the stuff that the big streamers see, but man,
well, and
there's
big money changing hands too.
Here's the thing. Is if I'm getting paid so much money to be on a platform, then, like, you know, it's cool that Shroud and Ninja got paid millions of dollars and stuff like that. And I guess they turn into their work, their business. For someone like me, I'd be happy if I was making a decent living off of Twitch.
Of course.
Like, you know, so, I don't know. I think people are making such a big deal about it, but
I think you're
getting paid to play video games. Like,
from an article I read, I believe the issue was that Ninja, obviously making an exorbitant amount of money, started having Twitch cut in and dictate the deals and the amount of money he could make, and they wanted percentages of that.
Oh.
And so basically, because it's not about how
they
much
were
he's
already
making
making percent off of him.
Yeah, so it's not about how much he's making; it's about the moral principle.
So you think that Twitch stepped in and, for someone like me, like if I get donations or if I get subscribers and stuff like that, and then I make my money and Twitch makes their money, you think they were trying to change that format specifically for him?
No, I'm saying that because Ninja's such a big...
No, but that's what I'm saying is for someone like me, the way I make like money off of Twitch, you think that's different for someone like Ninja?
Yes, absolutely,
okay.
100%.
Gotcha. That's what I thought, but you know, I'm not like Ninja and I'm not like Shroud, so I have no reason.
Man.
And I'll have no reason.
I did
Thanks,
enjoy
buddy.
having everybody on one platform though, so I didn't have to like. I know it's like a first world problem having to go to different websites and everything. But,
it's so true.
I really liked having everybody on one website, one thing I can go to.
That's understandable.
And see who's on, see who's doing what.
Yeah.
I always just feel like people who are on Mixer are like, yeah, I'm on Mixer. Like, you know,
give it time. It's new.
You know,
newish.
It's just, I don't know. It's just,
I should hop over to see what it's like.
Maybe you'd love it.
Maybe.
Nah.
Hey, you used to not care for Twitter, right, Zach? And you started using it a year or two ago, and now you're all about Twitter.
Yeah, I love
I
Twitter.
hate Twitter.
Twitter is so wholesome.
It's wholesome.
It's wholesome.
Are we on the same Twitter?
No.
My
we're
Twitter
not. We're
is a
absolutely not.
battlefield.
Is it?
Yeah, perpetually.
My Twitter.
And I don't even look for it. A lot of it's like people I don't even follow. If somebody you follow likes something, it'll appear on your feed sometimes.
My Twitter is full of like music and love and support
Aw.
and all this other stuff, which
That's
is really cool.
Good job.
My Twitter is full of dread and
The other,
death.
you hate Twitter. You don't use
Yeah,
Twitter.
true.
The other two big events that
Yes.
already happened earlier this week are State of Play.
Yep.
We got an update from PlayStation
Yep.
for the near future, and we had a Switch Indie World Showcase. Which roll your eyes. Go ahead, get it out of your systems.
I'm not rolling my
of you.
eyes. I'm not rolling my eyes.
There was some cool stuff there, and I'll tell you about it. But do you want to run us through State of Play?
Yeah,
for a
of
sec?
course. So I saw this last night, went through this list and everything, and then we'll talk about after I go through the whole list. So we have Resident Evil 3 is making a return.
Yep, full remake, just like they did with 2 last year.
April 3rd, 2020. We have Babylon's Fall. We have its first gameplay footage. We don't have a release date for that though. We have Predator Hunting Grounds. launching April 24th, 2020. We have Untitled Goose Game coming to PS4 on December 17th, so in like a week. We have Dreams Will Steal Your Heart on February 14th, 2020. We have Spellbreak Enchants for the PS4 in early 2020. Perception is Reality by Superliminal, which is coming to the PS4. I don't know when. And then you have Paper Beast, Explore a Dreamlike Ecosystem for PSVR.
Not a whole lot here to speak of.
Superliminal looks really, really cool. It is a perspective-based, like, kind of puzzle game.
Okay. Is that the VR one? No, that's
Paper Beast.
Superliminal.
Predator Hunting Grounds looks really cool. It's really detailed. Looks really good. I don't know exactly how it plays out.
It was at PAX.
Was it? Did you play it at all? Or you just walk by it?
I just walked by it. I mean, the stuff I saw from like looking over someone's shoulder is,
And then Babylon's Fall looked very Dark Soulsy. But
what is this game? Did you watch the trailer or anything?
It's an RPG. I know that, but it's just
I'm not familiar with it.
It's really bright and colorful. It looks really good, but
that doesn't sound like Dark Souls at all.
If I compare the combat and like the style to it, it'd be Dark Souls.
Oh, okay.
Death Incarnate.
I'm a fan of Dark Souls.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So not a bunch of big stuff, but some interesting stuff.
How do you guys feel about State of Play this far in? We've had like 4 of them.
Pretty underwhelming.
Most of them, they have like maybe one headline, and then the rest is just kind of like, know, filler.
Yeah.
That's reductive, and I feel bad to say that about all these games, but they're not games I've heard of before. Maybe I should have watched it. Maybe some of them would have stood out to me, but none of these seem like really heavy hitters.
You know what I really like?
I'd
really like them to make it like a quarterly thing, and then have that worked into their release schedule. So things are coming out always get announced in State of Play. That way it'll build hype, and everybody will look forward to that.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
They're like talk about games, and then they're none of them are being released, and then they'll just come out with another one, and for more games that just haven't been released. Like I remember, what was it? I think it was like the first one they did. The like big thing was Iron Man VR. When was the last time we heard anything about it?
Yeah.
They don't talk about it in the next one. Nothing. Come on, guys.
But think about it, if they announce like Cyberpunk on State of Play, imagine how hype people would be for State of Plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should reserve some big stuff for that. Like they may have a presence at the Game Awards tonight and announce some big stuff. Maybe they should have reserved some of that for their own showcase.
Maybe they are. Maybe they did. And they're going to talk about it
You
tonight.
have 3 or 4 of these showcases that are just kind of mediocre, and people are going to stop caring and stop getting excited about them. Look at how people act when a Nintendo Direct gets announced.
They lose it.
Everybody loses their minds.
Yeah.
Because they always have at least a couple really big pieces of news during them. You can count on it. There's filler, of course. But
and do they?
Every time. And that's the other thing I was going to say. When's the last time Sony announced anything big first party or even just exclusive? I think part of the problem with these State of Play things, they don't have anything to announce. No. And that could be a good thing. It could be because they're reserving everything right now for PlayStation 5. But man, that gives us like 2 really dry years of content, exclusive content anyway. You're getting third party stuff, but that's a problem. They gotta iron that out.
Well, do you want to run us through
the Switch?
The
Indie World Showcase. I miss the term Nindies. They used to call these Nindies.
I mean, you still call it Nindies.
They called it the Nindies Direct. Yeah, well, I could still call it that. Yeah. They're just constantly mixing up their delivery mechanisms and their branding. It's fine. It's the same idea. Guys. They started this thing with a bang. Yeah. And they almost could have just announced the one game, and I would have been good. They started it with a bang. The first game they showed is Sports Story, which, if anybody knows me, they would say, why in the world do you care about a game called Sports Story? I'll tell you why. It is the follow-up to Golf Story, which is one of the coolest indie games on Switch.
It was really good.
Did that game ever come out anywhere else?
No.
I think it's a Switch exclusive, right?
Switch only.
Yeah.
You played it, Scott?
Yeah.
You did?
It's fun.
It's a brilliant mashup of like 16-bit era JRPG and sports. Yeah, in that case, golf specifically.
I never finished the last tournament because I kept on getting absolutely destroyed by the bots. So I was just like, I get it. I was like, I understand.
Oh, it feels so good to win that tournament though, and
Does it?
get that trophy.
Well, if
See
you
the
come over today,
culmination.
then maybe you can do it for me.
Nah, I forgot how to play.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
it's been a long time.
Yep.
Anyway, here's what Sports Story is all about.
Yeah.
Sports Story is a game about sports, but not always. Various non-sporting pursuits provide variety. Alternative activities like dungeon exploration, stealthy infiltration, and fishing expeditions mean something unexpected waits around every corner. Sometimes it even is sports.
I hope you get to do a bunch of stupid side quests.
Oh,
again.
you will. That was one of the highlights of that game was the writing and the dialogue and just the weird stuff you find yourself doing.
Uh-huh.
Like launching golf balls at zombies, attacking a haunted house. They worked golf and the sports mechanics into so many outlandish scenarios.
It was
great.
fun.
Your feud with the frisbee, the disc golf guys
Yes.
that just kind of underlies the entire game.
Yeah.
They're always
They're
trying to
like,
take
"We'll
over the
destroy
proper
you."
golf courses.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, that game's fantastic. I can't wait to see what this sequel's all about. Streets of Rage 4, we all know what that is. It's follow up to the 90s brawler games. I never really cared for those games all that much. They're fun for about 5 minutes, and
Isn't
then they
that
kind of...
where one of the new characters from Smash is? Isn't he from Streets of Rage?
No. What's
Terry
his-
Beauregard?
Terry, he's from Fatal Fury.
Oh.
Final Fight.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because I remember there being this whole thing about May. What's her name? I don't remember her name actually, but her name was May,
Yeah.
and she's a character from that series, and
Oh,
she is
okay.
Super endowed with large mandibles. And Shigeru
tiptoeing.
Miyamoto, my bad. Sakurai was like, this game is for good boys and girls, and May is not a good girl.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, what about Bayonetta?
He
though?
did. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Double standard. Come on.
But I think it's the mandibles got cut there.
Gleamlight is another game they announced.
Yeah.
I think we've seen this before, but it's it reminded me a lot of Hollow Knight. It's a 2D kind of Metroidvania, but everything looks like stained glass.
Okay.
Really cool art style.
Yeah,
that
it
stands
sounds
out.
cool.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah, so watch some videos of that. It looks pretty neat. Bacon Switch is a game. This game looks
Bacon
really weird.
Switch? Dude, I love bacon.
Bake and Switch.
Bacon Switch.
Kind of reminded me a little bit of Overcooked.
Okay.
It's a co-op game, and you gather living bits of dough, and you kind of herd them together, and then you put them in an oven in different environments. Sounds real weird, but maybe it'll be fun. I don't know. This game sounds really interesting, really cool. It's called Super Mash. Did
Yeah.
you guys see any of this, by the way?
Absolutely not.
No?
I didn't know this was happening.
I think I sent out a text, but maybe not. Okay. Check this out.
Okay.
This game is fascinating. Listen. Are you guys listening?
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
We're here.
I
We
need to
are
make sure.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm going to read the description, and then we'll talk about it a little
Okay.
bit. Super Mash is a game that makes games. Mash together two genres to get a completely new game each time, and then challenge your friends to see how they do. The possibilities are endless. Pick two genres or the same genre and watch the game create a completely unique game each time. Glitches and dozens of goals and obstacles change up the gameplay to make every jump and shot meaningful. Plus, with 3 difficulty modes, you can choose how much of a challenge to expect. So there's 6 different modes that you can pick from. Genres that you can pick from. There's platformer, action adventure, shoot 'em up, Metroidvania, stealth, and JRPG. Basically, you just pick any 2 of these, and the game randomly generates a game of that genre for you to play.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then there's something called dev cards that you throw in, and they're kind of variables that add specific touches to whatever the game is. So you can mix up the game and customize it a little bit further by using the dev cards.
You can put like different developers of studios into the game, like
Well, by dev cards, I think it just means like stuff developers would add to the game, not necessarily specific developers.
I thought you meant like
But it looks like you can put specific enemies, players, mechanics, and environments into the whatever game you randomly generated.
Cool.
By using these cards. Isn't that
awesome.
a crazy idea?
is it a 2? You said it was 2D, right? No.
No, it's a lot of different things actually. If you watch the videos, you'll see tons of different like styles of game represented.
Nice.
2D side scrollers, top down JRPG stuff. There's even I saw something that looked like The Sims in it.
Okay.
So there is 3D stuff too.
Okay.
It looks really elaborate, and maybe it won't work at all. Maybe it'll be ridiculous and not be that deep, not be that compelling. But just the concept sounds fascinating to me.
Yeah. There's a lot more here going
Looks
on.
really cool.
We gotta
Okay.
shoot through it.
The Talos Principle is a first-person puzzle game that came out a few years ago. It's coming to Switch.
Yeah.
Sail Forth looks kind of like a cartoony version of Skull and Bones. The the naval combat game that supposedly coming out from Ubisoft pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's all ship combat based stuff. Dauntless, you guys probably know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Monster Hunter, kind of.
Yep.
That's coming
But
out. Or
it's
that's actually
horrible.
out. They launched that yesterday. It's out. It's a free to play game. Murder by Numbers is a it's like a graphic novel, but you play it by doing like Sudoku type puzzles.
No,
Basically,
thank you.
not
Gross.
into it.
No.
If it requires brain work, I don't.
It does
want
require some.
I
brain
don't
work.
want it.
Stranger's Wrath HD.
Oddworld.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oddworld Stranger's Wrath is one of the coolest games in that series.
Yeah.
By my count, it's kind of like a Western spin.
I
on
bought
that
it for
universe.
PC, and oh boy, it's
Yeah.
so bad.
Oh wait, the PC version or
Yeah,
the,
the
oh, is
PC
it?
port of the game is so
Because it
bad.
originally came out on the original Xbox, I think, long time
so
ago.
I think
but
I might buy it on Switch because I'm sure it's been a lot. It's been updated.
They said they've added proper twin stick first person controls, which
that
is,
was the issue.
Yeah, I bet.
with the PC
how'd
version.
they mess it up on PC?
I have
wasn't
no
it like
idea.
keyboard mouse, typical first person shooter kind of stuff.
I don't know, dude, but it was pretty rough.
It does have both third person and first person elements, so
Yeah.
you would think they would have been able to figure that out on PC.
Yeah,
I
well,
guess not.
They didn't.
Skatebird.
I heard about this game.
Guess what Skatebird is?
It's a bunch of birds that are literally skateboarding.
It's a parakeet on a skateboard.
Yeah,
Basically.
Well, there's a bunch of different birds.
It looks like Tony Hawk.
But
you're a bird.
It reminded me of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Grind on bendy straws, kickflip over staplers, and carve killer lines through cardboard and sticky tape parks.
Can I propose something?
You're a
No.
lonely little bird, and your big friend has hung up their board for good. Okay, go ahead.
Tony
Sorry.
Hawk's Underground 2
Yeah.
is the
Thug.
best Tony Hawk game.
You're wrong.
No, you're wrong. You're
You're
wrong.
definitely
Tony
wrong.
Hawk Pro Skater 3.
Yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
10 out of 10.
Or
IGN.
2.
Too
Or
much-
even 2.
Not enough water.
Yeah, there is not enough water.
There's not.
That's not.
2 is okay. Yeah, I do have a soft spot for 3. though.
3 is
Thug?
good, though.
You like Thug?
Yeah, I do.
2 specifically, huh?
Thug?
They
I
called
really do.
Tony
I
Hawk Underground.
I
Gross.
played
I'm sorry.
hours
It's
of
true, though.
that game. I
Did
loved
you?
it. Yeah.
Maybe was it your first Tony Hawk game or
No, it
something?
was not.
Interesting.
I played since the first one.
Okay. I do miss a good Tony Hawk. If this feels like Tony Hawk, but it's goofy and starring birds, I'm down to check it out. It sounds fine.
I don't know. It looked kind of stiff from the video I saw, but
Fair.
maybe it's just still kind of.
It's an indie game.
Yeah.
And indie games are
It's a
sometimes
Nindy game.
like that. Maybe they're just going to try to ride on the charm and it won't be that good. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know.
probably right.
I hope not, though. Liberated. Liberated is an award-winning playable graphic novel, a cyberpunk action-adventure game that unfolds across the pages of a comic book. It reminded me of Shadow Complex, if you guys ever played that.
Give me Doki Doki Literature Club on the Switch.
Liberated
No.
looks really cool.
You liked the look of it?
It seems like a lazy book,
A lazy book?
and I'm down for it.
Yeah, it's an action game, though. It's like
Is
a
it?
2D side-scrolling shooter kind of thing.
Okay.
I
It's
don't know why they-
it's a playable graphic novel. So
yeah,
I was like,
that's a little misleading, but that was like the little blurb that they gave for it. Guys, Boyfriend Dungeon. This game sounds absurd. This is another one I'm just going to read to you because it's absolutely ridiculous. Romance your swords. Capture them up in this shack and slash dungeon crawling adventure. Date up to 9 weapons from dancing swords to heart-piercing daggers. Generated action combat dunge and challenges. Stay sharp. Various combat styles. For example, hit hard and dodge quickly with the dagger, or take crowds with the laser saber. Take on crowds with the laser saber.
La, the lightsaber. Nice.
Let's get to the point. Take your weapon babes on romantic outings such as to the club or the beach. So you're dating your weapons, you guys, in this game.
I didn't get that.
I
There's
love
like
it.
there's
Yeah.
like actual dungeon crawling and fighting monsters, but then your weapons are alive and you date them.
Wow.
Who thinks this stuff up? Japan.
I don't know.
Japan thinks this stuff up.
It makes me think of was it Hajachi Boyfriend or something like that?
Hatoful.
Is it
The
is that-
bird- you mean
yeah,
the
the
bird
bird one?
dating
Yeah,
simulator?
the bird dating simulator.
There's that too.
Yeah.
What's with birds? Now that you mentioned that,
They like
there's something-
birds.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. Dreamscaper is it's like a roguelike
rave.
and it takes place. Is it really?
Yeah, it's a dreamscape.
Oh,
but
okay,
yeah.
gotcha. It takes place in a girl's dreams.
Isn't it a dream
and she's
state?
a girl. She's a girl that's dealing with depression. Kind of sounds like maybe a what was that game? Celeste sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
But
got
in a
it.
completely different genre. Yeah, dealing with like mental illness.
You know what it kind of sounds? It kind of sounds like was it Coraline?
That movie.
No. The game.
We're bad at thinking.
Down
of things
at the bottom here
that
it
we're
says
trying to
every
think of.
slumber is a different random dungeon. You must unlock the power of your dreams to see a new day.
Yeah.
I felt like that was important.
Oh yeah, sorry. I
No,
just
you're
glossed
okay.
over that.
Okay.
The Survivalists is kind of remind me of. Dude, I keep doing this.
You do, yeah.
Kind of reminds me of
Don't starve. Don't starve.
You're starting to sound like us.
A living world full of surprises.
We're the dumb ones
Hey,
here.
I'm trying to read stuff here.
Go ahead.
No, you're not the dumb ones. You're the smart ones. I depend on you guys. A living world full of surprises, secrets, and danger awaits in The Survivalist, an adventure-filled survival sandbox set in the escapist universe. Explore, build, craft, and even train monkeys with up to 3 friends in a desperate bid to survive.
Sorry.
It's a survival game, and you get monkeys to do all the work for you. That sounds pretty fun. And then Axiom Verge 2 was kind of like the big ending moment. People love this game. People love Axiom Verge. I bought it. I downloaded it on Switch because I had heard so many good things.
Yeah.
It's kind of playing on like the original Metroid. It's that art style. It's that time period. It's trying to evoke that anyway. And I tried my hardest to love it because it looked like something I'd love, but I just could not get into it.
Okay.
It actually fell into a lot of the traps the original Metroid fell into. Like, you'll have long corridors that you run down and just fight the same enemy over and over and over, and then jump over the same platforms over and over and over.
Yeah.
Not very diverse and interesting environments.
Well,
the
maybe
story's
this one
probably
will
really
be
cool,
better.
but- yeah, maybe, hopefully. And the trailer did look really nice. There's really, really good 8-bit art going on here.
Cool.
And people love it. So I'm sure this will go over well when it hits. Unfortunately, that was the big cliffhanger, and we didn't get the announcement I've been waiting for from these indie showcases for 3 years now, which is Spelunky. Every single time one of these comes up, that's the thing I'm most excited
Well,
about.
I can tell you what. It's done.
What's done?
Well, it's in,
It's been 3 years.
it's
since
been
the
in
Switch
PAX
came
for
out.
it's been in PAX for 3 years.
Oh, no, you're talking
Every
about Spelunky 2?
Yeah.
I'll be cool if Spelunky 2 comes to Switch. That'd be great. I just want the first one on Switch.
Oh.
So desperately.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Why?
I
There's
don't
no
know.
good reason. And Derek Yu, the creator, he knows full well how much people want it. And he just tiptoes around it every time it comes
You're
up.
the only one who
No,
wants it.
people demand it constantly because it's so good. It's one of the best games ever made.
Oof.
Maybe the next Nintendo Indie World Showcase.
The next Nindy
Yeah.
event.
I'm going to keep hoping.
Hey,
Yes.
What's up?
What's
what
up?
were you gonna say, Zach?
Along with the Game Awards that are happening tonight, I stumbled across a list of confirmed hosts or
Okay.
guests for the Game Awards.
Oh, cool.
And it's pretty much as expected. We basically know everybody that's going to be on here. But we have Reggie.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We have
Whoa.
Ikumi Nakamura.
Pause.
No pause.
Rewind.
Go back.
Rewind the tapes.
Give me 1 second.
Assume the position, Sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the time you've been waiting for. The day, the time, the year, the moment where we talk about the one, the only, Reggie Fils-Aimé in this week's Reggie Watch.
I don't think
That's
I'll
better.
ever call him by the proper name in my head.
Reggie Fils-Aimé?
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
It's easy.
Reggie feels me.
Just ignore
Reggie,
all you have to do is ignore the L.
feels an anime. What?
All you have to do is ignore the L, and you're good.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. You can't just jump into
Yeah,
a Reggie
come
Watch
on,
like that.
I
man.
wasn't jumping into Reggie
You
Watch.
were
I was reading off
absolutely-
a list.
Did
Thank
you
you
see
very
this
much.
giant thing I put in the doc?
I did, yeah, and I ignored
With
it.
his smiling face.
Oh my god.
He's like, Zach, don't forget about me, okay? This is important.
He's just like,
And you
Zach,
just
my
scroll-
body's
And you
ready.
just scrolled right past it. So
He was
since you
like-
already said it,
Yeah.
before you move on with the list,
yeah,
let's
of
do
course.
our Reggie Watch. So Geoff Keighly announced on Twitter, I guess he received his invitation. So happy to welcome Reggie back to the Game Awards on Thursday night as a presenter. He keeps up his perfect attendance record. And then Reggie responded, my body is ready.
But his
Like he
body
does.
is really Reggie.
Like he does.
Yeah.
He can't say that. That's like the meme within the meme.
I feel like you can say that. I feel like
No.
he's the only one who can say that.
His body literally is Reggie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
It's
It's going too deep.
I love the meme though. I
It's-
just love
it's
where it
pretty
came
great.
from.
Yeah.
Do you know that meme,
So-
Zach? Or are you just gonna skate by
Do
it
you
again?
guys? My mind always just starts racing, gets away from me with hype and excitement.
Whenever I think about
do you
Reggie
guys,
Fils-Aimé.
do you guys think they'll give him something to announce? Nintendo would give him something to announce.
Oh, absolutely. Why
Do
wouldn't
you?
they? Yeah, why wouldn't
He
they?
doesn't work at Nintendo.
So
I know it feels right, but I just don't know.
that'd be like saying like that'd be saying like Satoru Iwata isn't a part of Nintendo
No,
anymore.
Reggie's not a game creator though.
It doesn't matter.
It kind of does matter.
Satoru Iwata was just the president.
No, he's the developer for a
he
long
was
time.
Yeah, but he ultimately he was the president of Nintendo.
That's
so
true. That's
you know that would be like saying that he's not a part of Nintendo. He's a part of the history of Nintendo.
It's true.
And he's a big part of the history of
But
Nintendo.
also, they can't really just diminish Doug Bowser's role either. Like maybe Doug should take the stage at the Game Awards.
What if they're both there?
Nintendo has for the past 5 years
Yeah.
announced things at this thing.
Yeah, I know.
So if they just hand it to Reggie and then completely ignore the new leadership
I
and
don't-
stuff, that
think about
might be
this.
a problem.
Think about this though.
What?
They don't have to pay Reggie.
No, Reggie just at this point he's doing everything for fun.
Yeah.
That's true.
They don't have
I
to pay him.
mean, you know, I think maybe not Nintendo, but he'll be there doing something.
They should give him something. That would be like the ultimate fan service,
Yeah.
especially if it was Mother 3. I personally don't care all that much, but people would lose their minds if that was it. Because they have been wanting him to say those words for like 10 years now.
It's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
It'll be Doug Bowser. They'll take it away from.
Yeah. It might be kind of cool if Doug took the stage with Reggie, or they did some
Yeah.
like changing of the guard thing. Reggie presents an award, and
he
then
holds
the
up
Nintendo
a sword like
yeah, the Master Sword. And
Mario.
then,
Mario comes out. He's
like maybe the Nintendo segment immediately follows Reggie's segment, and there's some kind of like conglomeration. Why do I spend so much time thinking about
I
this?
don't know.
It's going to happen tonight, and I've overhyped it in my mind, and it's probably just going to be
It's
nothing. But
gonna
we can
let
see
you
Reggie
down.
on stage being Reggie,
yeah.
being gamer Reggie.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the list.
Back
But
to the list.
Before that,
Yeah.
this has been your Reggie Watch.
Thank you. That was good.
You
Yeah,
like
awesome.
that?
Yeah.
Thanks. Anyway, continue with your list.
Who
since you
else is going to present?
So we have
spoiled it.
Reggie Fils-Aimé. We have Akumi Nakamura, which
You
she
don't
set
even
the
know- you
she,
don't even know who that
she
is.
set the internet ablaze when she talked about Tokyo or Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
Ghost
at,
what?
Ghostwire.
That's
Oh,
Shinji Mikami's new game.
Oh,
Resident Evil.
Oh, you have Jonathan
Category.
Nolan. Steven.
Whoa, really?
Yep.
What's he talking about?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
he's talking about Westworld.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. Cool.
Stephen Curry,
Okay.
professional basketball player.
Cool.
And then you have Norman Reedus.
Okay. Right on. There's a couple rumored guests as well. A lot of people think Elon Musk is going to show up on stage.
Oh,
as a
wouldn't
presenter.
that be
They've been-
cool?
Somebody tweeted at Geoff this morning suggesting it, and Geoff just tweeted the emoji of the person with their arms up in the air. Like, I don't know, maybe you never know what's going to happen.
That's funny.
that would be pretty cool.
Why
then-
Norman Reedus?
Yeah,
Why Norman?
he's
Reedus?
popular this year. Come on. Hey, why isn't what's his name on stage?
Who?
as a presenter?
Who?
Who?
My mind is broken today, you guys. Cyberpunk. What's his name?
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, Keanu. Why isn't he presenting?
Because you're wonderful.
They got him on stage at E3. Why not here? Maybe he
don't
will.
know.
Maybe he'll be a surprise presenter.
Dude, if
Just a
Keanu
theory.
Reeves showed up, I would lose
Would
it.
you?
Yeah, I would.
He's a fun guy.
Hey, well, we'll find out tonight when we're all at my house watching the Game Awards.
So, yeah, it's pointless.
Isn't that
Tonight,
right?
5:30 PT.
We also have a couple like rumors of things that are maybe going to happen there tonight.
Yeah.
You put these on here, Zach. Do you want to go through them? Smash Bros.
Yeah, so there is a private video that got uploaded to the Smash Brothers YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
People are kind of digging and suggesting that Nintendo is getting ready for a new character announcement.
Yeah.
Today.
And the last we've heard of that, they finished off the 5 character pack that
Yeah.
were all third party characters. But then they said there's more characters coming. At some point, I don't remember what the event was or what the stream was, but Sakurai said that there are more characters coming to Smash.
Yeah,
And that's
more
cool
than,
'cause
more than the 5 that we originally thought.
Yeah, because it opens up the possibility for some more first parties, for more Nintendo characters. Because when they announced that pack, they said it was all third party stuff.
Yeah.
So this could be anything. Who knows?
Luigi.
Who do you want to see?
Waluigi?
I have always wanted a Waluigi for sure. I've always wanted a Luigi's Mansion Luigi as a fighter. It'd be great.
Can we?
He literally uses his poltergeist in the
Is
game.
it one of his moves?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
When?
It's his grab move, and it's his ultimate.
Can we appease the
fine.
normies and get Tracer, please?
No.
Aw.
Not
I don't think
happen.
Overwatch went over all that well on Switch, did it?
No, it did not.
Kinda
I
came and
wonder
went.
why.
I don't know why.
It had performance
Because
issues.
well,
That's on Blizzard.
the whole controversy with Blizzard didn't help either.
Oh, that didn't help.
Yeah,
I
because remember they were going to release it they were going to have like this whole like big powwow at Nintendo. No,
The World
Nintendo,
Store.
Yeah, the World Store.
Oh, yeah.
And Nintendo was like, yeah, that's not happening anymore. And then they just glossed over the fact that it wasn't like they didn't even tweet out that it was released.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
they did for like the other two games that released the same day.
They didn't do that game any favors, I guess.
No, they didn't.
That's true.
I mean, do you blame them?
Yeah, no.
No.
It's probably too little too late.
Take your name out of the hat.
Hey.
Just don't even put your arm out for it.
Aw.
Just let it suffer.
Sad times.
But yeah, I mean, Overwatch specifically, I feel like that game was made for PC. It's not made for Nintendo Switch.
What about PS4 and Xbox?
Those are fine. They have good online servers.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to, huh?
Nintendo does not.
That's fair. That's fair.
I
You go to Nintendo for local co-op.
I don't
plain and
pick up a
simple,
game.
not online.
I don't pick up a game to say I want to play this game online, you know?
Yeah.
Like even playing Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Have you turned on the online mode while you're in the wild
I've done
in the wild area?
I've done Dynamax and tried to like get players for a Dynamax battle and it just doesn't happen.
Dynamaxing's okay, but when you turn on the online functionality in the wild area, your frames absolutely
That's just insane.
tank.
That's insane.
They absolutely tank.
Just like in Smash Bros. When
Yeah.
you try to play online.
Yeah.
A Super Mario Maker. It's a lot of that game is 8-bit. There's visually nothing going on there, and it just lags like there's no tomorrow when you try to play co-op or versus mode.
Yeah, I
It's
believe
insane.
it.
It's insane.
I believe it.
Yeah, they got to work on that.
Yep.
That's fine. They also teased a big Ghost of Tsushima reveal tonight.
Yeah, so it's a big cinematic / gameplay trailer, and they're saying it's going to be pretty big. So
better be.
hopefully we get to see a lot.
I mean, we
And
haven't seen this game for a year and a half.
And hopefully we also get a release date
yeah,
for the game.
they
as
need
well.
to. Is this a PS5 game now, though?
Probably.
It'll be on
sucks.
both. It'll be on both.
Because
very well could
a year and a half ago at E3, they said, here's the 4 big games for PlayStation. They focused on 4 big games. 2 of those have come out now, and 2 haven't. It was
What were they?
Death Stranding was one, Spider-Man was one,
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us 2 was the other one.
Was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Cyberpunk geared for PS4?
I don't know. I think it was always meant to just be multi-platform.
Yeah. They made a big I remember they made a big stink about it at the Xbox conference. That's where Keanu came out.
Okay.
Was the Xbox conference.
Yeah.
I remember that specifically because I remember Microsoft was like, we bought Tim Schafer. That was like the big thing I got out of that. I was like, oh, cool, Psychonauts 2 is
bought
happening.
Tim Schafer, basically.
And then I saw a video game. They didn't let you play it at PAX, but they had like this like little secretive video that you could watch.
yeah.
And it looked really good.
So
I'm getting off track.
At this
all
point-
I'm saying is Psychonauts 2 looks really good, and I'm really excited for it.
where did that go, bro?
Sorry, I had to just throw it out there.
Ghost of Tsushima looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Visually, mechanically, it looks like a really cool game, but it's hard to stay excited for a game for 2 years and hear nothing about it.
I've been
you
so
know?
stoked about Cyberpunk though for as long as I've
See,
known about
yeah,
it.
I guess so. If it's your jam, if it's the game you want, you can maintain that level of excitement, I
Jimmy
guess.
Jam. Hey, I don't mean to push you forward here, but we got a little under 13 minutes. So if you got
Dang.
anything you want to talk about.
Real quick for Brittin, we have a Texas 99 in it.
Oh, why'd you bring that up, man?
Yeah. Although this announcement doesn't look that exciting.
So
Tell us about it.
There's a team battle mode coming out.
Yeah.
So Tetris 99 adds team battle mode with the version 2.1 update. Choose one of 4 teams and compete to be the last squad standing. Also in this update are new button configuration option, user emblems, and an option to redeem 4 themes from the Maximus Cup events.
That's kind of a bummer.
Why is that?
They're letting you get the themes that previously you had to play during those events to get.
Yeah.
So they were kind of like unique because of that, but now you can
But now
just
they're
spend
just
points on
whatever.
them. Oh well, that's fine though. This team battle mode sounds kind of lame.
So it says the way the new team battle mode works is fairly simple. You'll join one of our 4 teams at the outset of each match and battle it out as usual with a squad by your side. The last team standing with at least 1 player remaining wins. Fallen squad members can spectate the remainder of the match and send out likes to support their team, and they'll need to stick around if they want their XP.
Yeah, it sounds like a way to maybe get XP and level up if you're not great at the game, because then you're rolling with the team. But if you're fairly confident in your skills and you do pretty well, why wouldn't you want to play against everybody and try to get first place victories by yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just way more compelling to me. And it's only 100 people. So playing against 100 other people is kind of the whole point of this game.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
to put in perspective, Fortnite and PUBG is a lot harder playing solos than it is with duos or squads.
Yeah. But this is like just 4 teams. So if you have a 25% chance of winning, essentially, if you play this mode, or at least being part of the winning team. You know what I mean? It basically just takes all 100 players and splits them into 4 groups, and you're put in one of those 4 groups.
Oh.
That's how I understand it. So yeah, not super exciting, and I'm gonna keep playing Tetris. The mode I've been playing,
solo.
Just Tetris 99. Yep.
Hey,
Hey.
something we totally forgot to talk about, which we talked about at the
us.
beginning of the show.
Oh
What's
yeah.
that? New Bioshock
Yes,
in
this is
development.
huge. I'm so glad you doubled back on that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You want to hear about it?
I would love to. My
So,
name is Bioshock,
2K
dude.
That's right. Of course you want to hear
Yeah.
about it. 2K Games formed a brand new studio, and it's called Cloud Chamber.
Real quick,
There's a couple
Did
branches.
2K Games like the whole company shut down, or
No, just Irrational
Okay,
Games.
got it.
So Ken Levine is the creator of Bioshock, the
Yes.
creative director, and he formed the team Irrational Games, which I don't know if they were always 2K or if they were acquired by 2K, but that's the studio that made the first 3 Bioshock
Yes.
games. The ones everybody loves. And
2 wasn't loved.
Okay, fine. I liked it, but that's fine. So yeah, that studio disbanded, and we haven't heard anything from Bioshock since Infinite, which was like what,
I know.
2012?
Yeah, it was a long
Something
time ago.
like that. Yeah, it's been a while. So the new studio that's working on this new game is going to be headed by Kelly Gilmore, former Firaxis employee who has worked on the Civilization and XCOM series. I don't know how that carries over to Bioshock.
I don't know how that carries over.
It's quality content.
Well,
regardless.
I'll tell you what. Civ 6, so
Yeah?
good.
Oh, good. Okay.
So good.
So here's what Gilmore had to say about a couple little tidbits about the game in an interview with Games Radar. She acknowledged that, or it's Kelly. It could go either way. I'm sorry, I don't know. Bioshock's unique environments are incredibly important to the gameplay experience. We all know that, but it's good to hear a new creative director acknowledging that the environment is massively important in a Bioshock game. And there are plenty of creative directions to explore. That's a direct quote, which means they've done underwater, they've done in the sky. Instead of maybe just revisiting one of those locales, maybe they're seriously thinking about how they could bring a new, unique location to this series.
Put it on the
which
moon.
they should. That's too predictable.
Yeah, I know. Put it on Mars.
Too predictable. I don't know where I would go,
Put
to
it
be
on
honest with you
Pluto.
guys. Put it in a volcano. I like that it's Earth environments that are like familiar, but also incredibly unfamiliar. You know what I mean?
what
Like the
about-
bottom of the ocean, we can all conceive of it, but actually seeing it is a completely different
What
thing.
about in the ground? Like
Yeah, maybe.
tunnels and stuff
I don't
like
know.
that. Yeah.
Your mind just races away when you think about this stuff.
You know what?
What?
Bioshock to me is kind of like how Fallout is to me. Like it's legendary. I know a good amount of information about it. I kind of know like the plot and the storyline, but I've never really played the game.
Well, buddy,
The
you can come over today and we'll do that.
the difference is you can experience all of Bioshock in 10 hours. Just play the first game. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You don't need to play 2. Honestly, you don't need to play Infinite either.
Even it's really good though. I'll be honest
It's
with you.
fine, but yeah, 1 is the truly remarkable game in this series
Yeah.
that I
Let's
think is
put it on the
quintessential
map.
gaming.
Yeah.
So you should play it, Zach. It's great. Did they remaster that game for current consoles?
I don't know.
There's the Bioshock
I
collection.
guess.
Oh, yeah.
I just remember that game was scaring me.
It was.
It's
it was pretty spoopy.
Very uneasy to play that
There
game.
was
yeah.
there was a scene where what's the big things called, the big machine,
Daddies.
Big Daddy.
Big
So
Daddies, yeah.
there's a scene where I was like walking down the stairs and this little girl was standing in like the atrium.
Yep.
And Big Daddy comes bursting through the door and scared me. I
Oh, yeah.
turned around and ran.
And it's even more scary that sometimes they're not hostile. Like sometimes they're just walking around doing their thing, and you're like, "Oh crap! What am I going to do that's going to upset this thing?"
Yeah.
and set it off and make it go nuts on me.
Yeah.
And in the early game, when you run into those, you have no way to fight them at all.
Yeah.
So you just have to run if you upset one of them.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good.
To finish off, the game is expected to be in development for the next several years.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, so
Yes.
kind of a bummer.
Sounds like
but
they just started.
if it's anything like the Infinite and 1, then I'll be happy with
It'll be
that.
worth it. Worth
and
the wait.
Unfortunately, Ken Levine will not be attached to this project.
Yeah.
He's still head of Ghost Story Games.
Which I went to their site, Ghost Story Games,
Yeah.
and they have a couple blog posts on their news section. There's one dated from this year that it's about like a merch shop.
Yeah.
All the previous posts are from like 2018 and earlier. It sounds like they're not really doing anything actively here. And maybe he's semi-retired, I guess, or something. I don't know. But he's an amazing creative director. I'd love to see him do some more work. But
Bummer.
if he doesn't want to, that's okay.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Hey. So we're coming up about 5 minutes left
Yeah?
in the show.
Yeah.
Do you want to... We can round this out right now if you bust through the Shovel Knight news.
Oh, yeah?
real quick.
Oh, this is easy.
Okay, cool.
The new content
Yes.
pack finally launched. They first announced this like a year ago at least.
Yeah.
So it's been long time coming. But King of Cards is the new full campaign for the game. It's a free update if you have Treasure Trove. I think it's $10 standalone if you want to buy it. They also, alongside that, released Shovel Knight Showdown, which is kind of like a Smash Bros. Brawler type version of Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
I haven't played that yet. Looks cool. And then the Amiibo are finally out. Scott.
Yes.
Did you realize this?
Yes. I need to go pick them up.
Okay. These should be fairly easy to get your hands on.
I already have
would
them
think.
reserved. It's
Oh,
fine.
good. You just
Yeah.
haven't picked them up
Yeah,
yet.
I just need to go pick them up.
And there's also a gold Shovel Knight.
Yes, I got that one too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean, look who you're talking to, man.
So you get Plague Knight,
I
Spectre
am
Knight,
the
King
master of amiibos.
Knight, Gold Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can I talk about another collectible real quick?
Sure.
You got-
It's up to Scott.
There's a collectible coming out mid 2020.
Okay.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, no.
A Baby Yoda pop figure.
Did you do this just to upset Scott?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. At least you're honest
It
about
doesn't. It really. Why is this pop figure such a big
They
deal?
have a little tiny one, and then they have like
They
have like an
literally-
8-inch one, and I want
That's
the
ridiculous.
Big one.
It's not like pop figures have been around for so long. I have my own collection, and there's no reason for this one pop figure to be so popular. I was literally thinking
Scott,
about buying. My mom texted me saying she bought it.
Everything Baby Yoda is so popular
I'm
right now.
so
People are
over it.
Did you
dying.
already order the pop figure?
No,
Oh.
I didn't buy one because I like to.
No,
I like
can you? I need to buy one right now. Then if I
People
can.
would
try.
buy any piece of Baby Yoda merch at this
I
point.
don't understand.
They're lining up in droves.
I really do not get it.
I love it.
If they just sold
so much.
the animatronic prop and charged like $3,000 for it, everyone would buy it.
It's so stupid, dude.
Big fan, big fan.
I
And if you could
literally
get his
do not want to
floating
watch the,
crib, too. Oh.
Mandalorian because of this.
Here
whole
it
Baby Yoda.
is.
Is it still available?
Yes, it
Scott,
is.
So
It's out.
it's not even like it's going to be like expensive or
I can
exclusive. or
I can
anything like
pre-order
that.
right now.
Yes, I know, but that's what I'm
But
saying.
don't.
Is the fact that you still can means it's going to be worth literally nothing.
Give me.
Really quick, you should watch The Mandalorian.
It's
not
so
going to.
good.
I'm not
Baby
going
Yoda's
to.
in it, but he's not. It's a good show even without Baby
I'll
Yoda.
come over and watch the Mandalorian
And it's
together.
barely about Baby Yoda.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Zach,
Okay.
question.
All right, we have a two-parter.
Yes.
Oh man.
When was the first Game Awards? And the second part is how many viewers did it have?
That's not fair
Are you
because
talking about Geoff Keighly's Game Awards?
yeah,
Yes.
because there's two.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he's been doing the Game Awards proper for 6 years. He tweeted about that today. But he did an award show prior to that on Spike TV.
Yeah.
That ran for, I want to say 3 years, maybe 4.
So what? 20.
So look, I think we're looking at about 10 years.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to say 2010, though.
I'm gonna say 2009, and I'm gonna say
And viewership, it was different then because it wasn't streamed online.
yeah, it was a TV
It was
show.
on TV.
So that one's a little more difficult.
We need to give him two answers because I think he's talking about just the Game Awards proper.
The Game
too.
Awards proper.
Oh, okay. So 6 years ago, which would be 2013,
Yeah.
was the first one.
Yep.
And the viewership was probably
50,000.
Oh, it was more than that.
I'm just thinking off Twitch.
Because he had already had an award show
Okay.
established.
I would say.
Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, Jack Black was there.
Oh,
So they had some
he
big
was.
they had some big presences even at that first one.
I'm gonna
I'm
say,
gonna say 4 million.
million.
Yeah.
Million.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
I don't even know where they streamed it back then.
I'll say 1.5 mil.
4 million. 1.5
4 million seems like a lot of people.
I guess. How many people watch the Super Bowl? Give me a frame of reference here.
I don't know. What do you think? I watched the Super Bowl? I don't care.
Good point. I have no idea.
I do not care. Well, anyway, guys, we'll find out next week.
Yeah, we will. Okay.
And then also don't forget to check us out on all social media. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, and then megaphone.fm. I'll get it eventually.
Nailed it.
And then nwczradio.com, channel 1 on Fridays at 10 p.m.
Beautiful. You did it.
Thank you.
Good
I
job,
appreciate
Scott.
it. I appreciate
You're a
you
wonderful
guys.
host.
Oh, wow.
And next week we'll talk about the Game Awards.
We will.
Yes, we
It'll
will.
be very exciting.
It'll be
Hey,
fun.
speaking of Game Awards,
Hey.
I finally looked up Control.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you?
And now
I
you
never-
remember what it was, right?
No, I never saw it before in my life.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, but it looks super cool.
The
Yes, it
shape-shifting
is.
gun.
Yeah.
The weird government facility.
You can like float and stuff like that. That seemed pretty nifty.
It's pretty, it's
IGN
pretty
just
trippy.
gave it Game of the Year.
It's not coming out for Steam until August 2020, so I won't be playing it until then.
Just get it on
But
the PS4.
no, I hate the PS4. I hate all console-based gaming now,
PC snob.
except Switch. That has a special place in my heart.
Oh, that's nice.
All right. Bye, guys.
Anyway, guys, yep. Thank you as always for hanging out with us. We appreciate your faces. From Zach,
Bye-bye.
from Brittin,
Later.
and myself, Scott. We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.